Hi there. I'm going to talk about a doable 2008 budget. And you notice when the B word comes up, somebody's missing from this duo. Yeah, he's afraid to mention budgets with you, so he left me to do it alone. But we can do this really easy together. Let me give you a couple of do's and don'ts. You can figure it out in a heartbeat. Number one, what money do you bring home each paycheck? That's your net. After the government's gotten through with you and your employer is taken out for whatever benefits you might have added, whatever, your net pay, how much is it? You know what that is. If you don't, who's cashing your checks for you? Once you figured out your net income, now you want to look through your budget, don't want to use the B word. Now you want to look through your spending to see what are your fixed expenses. They're same every single month, your rent or mortgage, taxes, insurance, da-da-da-da-da-da. Add all of those up, subtract it from your net take-home pay. Now we have the leftovers, but we may not have all that left over because we still have to eat, put lights on, pay a telephone bill, maybe buy some clothes, commute, buy lunches, whatever. You want to give your best guess estimate if you don't want to spend the whole month trying to track where you spend the rest of your money. You know, the movies, the restaurants and stuff. Guess or figure out as closely as you can how much of those non-fixed expenses you have. Therein usually is where we all go underwater. It's that flipping the credit card out at the movie theater and the grocery store and at the restaurant, and we don't really know how much we're spending every month. Compare all of these expenses that you've totaled up to your income. Are you still in the black? Get out a little notebook. Track all your expenses. If you find that you can't quite figure out how much you're spending every month on all these little ancillary things, and keep track for 1 month. Bought a newspaper, write it down. Just the amount. You don't even have to chronicle what it was for. Movie tickets, write it down. Total that up. That will give you a true non-fixed expense that you kind of tend to spend every single month. Fine-tune those expenditures. That's where the leak is in your budget. That's where the money goes out. That's why you don't have enough left at the end of the month to save. After a month, try it with cutting back on this, cutting back on that, putting some into savings. If you find that you get into the savings habit, which is very, very catchy, then you can tweak and maybe take a little bit more out of the non-fixed expenses and add a little more to savings. That's all it is to get a budget together. You just have to know where you're spending the money. Once you figure out where the money goes, some of it you can control, some of it obviously you can't. You'll be on the road to saving and a much healthier financial 2008. Good luck.